Welcome to a Droptent Media production.
Gibra in the mirror on some non-stop chops. Some gon' leave it in the beef upon the floor, drop bars. Some stop around Mars, cause the damn dark guns shine. My feet fold from until the cop cars come for them.
Ooh, it's been a while.
It feels good to be in your vibes, dude. I feel
You're in my vibes?
Dude,
Our vibes crossing?
Oh, your vibes are just like very like absorby, like very spongy vibes.
Oh, really? So that would mean I was sucking up your vibes.
Well, yeah, you're definitely sucking up real big.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
sucking up
dude.
your vibes, dude. I actually think we're syncing up a little bit right now. I think our vibes are syncing up right now.
I feel like you're taking my strength, dude. I feel like you got some.
Well, I felt like I was. Like, I felt confident walking in, but then I saw your Tom and Jerry hoodie, dude, and it is pretty fresh.
Well,
it seems like almost like you didn't dress yourself.
No, I actually had to put a lot of thought in this outfit because I'm real self-conscious that I smell right now. Like, I'm happy we like just got video set up and no smell-o-vision.
Scratch and sniff?
Yeah,
Little
dude.
scratch and sniff.
Little Wild Thornberry's movie, dude.
I saw that in theaters.
I did not. It's one
It's
of one of the only regrets of my life.
It's one of the only regrets of your life.
Yeah.
One of the only regrets of your life is not
Literally,
seeing the Wild Thornberries movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't tried that much other stuff.
Now that you've seen it.
No, I haven't.
You still haven't seen it?
Why would I want to see it without the smell-o-vision, Jeff?
That's a good point. It's not really one that would
Like,
translate
why
well
would you
on
want to come home
Blu-ray. I
from
don't
work to see, like, the kid if, like, you didn't conceive him? Like, you know.
See, but some things are better. Like, I remember seeing Alice in Wonderland in 3D, and I remember, like, having to take the glasses off because I was like, I'm fucking, like, my head, I am tripping my balls off right now. Like,
Oh, were you literally?
no.
Oh,
But I felt like, I remember, like, being in the theater being like, if Johnny Depp gets in my face again, I'm going to lose my mind.
I feel like just the idea of seeing Alice in Wonderland in 3D, that's just, like, the, like,
It's overkill.
Dave Matthews lot of, like, it just,
It's
like,
overkill. It
You're
wasn't
not
necessary.
going for the experience. You're going to look like a douchebag, I
Yeah,
guess.
you're going to like literally just be like, it's like they're touching me. And you're like, yeah, I don't know, I don't need this in a movie experience. Like, I don't need to be killed in the movie with these guys.
Now, I am into the 4D, though, and scratch and sniff. Whatever. Point is, how do I smell?
pretty good, I would say.
Pretty good? All right,
maybe
cool.
like a Tommy Bahama level.
All right. That's way better than I was shooting for.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
I don't think that.
Yeah, no.
They smell like old guys. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, they don't smell like abandoned apartment shit because the abandoned apartment below me, its toilet exploded and my house is flooded with shit water. All my roommate's shit is just, I don't know. What's a good example of something that floats in shit water? Shit.
Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
okay.
all shit now.
So your apartment
Yeah,
is
so
covered in shit water.
I'm the upstairs and the downstairs is a store.
It flooded as much to get to your floor, or is it just?
I think it's like going under the wall. I don't know.
Well, you have described your apartment as like a mini golf complex, like within like there's shit in the walls.
Yeah, the
like-
gutter. Yeah, no, my fucking roof exploded because the gutter goes into my house. Like I don't.
It's like that pipe game when you're like doing the Ed and Eddie shit through the jawbreakers. You're like, I don't even know. It's just going through the walls. I don't know who did the piping in this bitch.
Yeah, dude, I have like literally like Mario Bros shit pipes on my wall now.
So
like
when you
fucking
go home today,
multi
it will
shit
be
madness.
to a shit water-filled apartment.
I mean, I don't know. I only put down like 2 towels, so I imagine.
Oh, it's a shot in the dark.
Well, I'm all right. So like, it's by the laundry room, and I had a bunch of towels there, but I just washed them, and I didn't want to like.
How funny is it that your roommate's all of her shit is fucking ruined by poop water, and you're like, I mean, I don't want to ruin these clean towels.
Not as funny as the fact that my roommate will never listen to my podcast.
You know what? That's fine. Then she'll never be on.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Gabby, if you're listening, this is a friend check. If you don't know that I
Friend
talked
check.
about your shit being soaked in shit, then
You're right, because we could talk about Cody right now, and Cody would text us tomorrow.
yeah, dude, he'd
And
be
be
like,
like,
yeah,
dude, this
dude, he
cast
turned
is
all my
amazing."
fucking, my scrapbooks are a turducken made of shit now.
Oh, I think I told you this, but I did a show the other day, and a dude at the show literally asked me outside. He was like, you still doing the podcast with Rusty? And I was like, I don't even really know you. Are you a fan? I remember being like, and I actually I listened back to my set. I made him laugh at one point so hard that I didn't know what to do, and I just on stage told him, I'll even take a fucking picture with you after the show, my guy, because he was giving me such confident vibes that I was like, I feel like he wants a picture.
He came out for the nudie, dude. He came out for the picture.
But
Wait,
then he said about the podcast.
Here's my thing, though, because I'm all about having a fan, but here's my problem, right?
Oh, okay.
How did you know it was him laughing?
it was a well lit show.
Okay, all right,
It was
all right.
not a dim audience. You could see. Also, pretty sure he had mutton chops. Very
all
clear
right,
indicator as
yeah.
well. Nice man.
I didn't want to admit it, but I figured some of our fans had mutton chops. I just kind of assumed.
Yeah, it was actually great because, all right, so you know that classic thing when you first start comedy where like maybe your parents or an uncle or an aunt go to one of your shows and they do like this red flag move where they come up to you and it's like a comedy show competition or whatever it is, and they come up to you and they go, "You were our favorite. You were better than everybody." And you're like, yeah, no, I'm friends with all these guys though, so definitely don't shit on them in front of them. Because I know you're like, oh, my son was, but these are my peers.
Also, that's not how people give compliments.
Agreed. That's not it.
Like, imagine if you fucked a chick, right? And she was just like, you were my favorite. It's like, why are you even thinking about the past?
Yeah,
why are you thinking about the other performer? Just be like, whoo! Like, one time I had a girl text me, "Big ups, dog. That was hot AF." That's how I knew.
That's a pretty good text.
That's literally.
I've never received a text that good.
She said, "Big ups, dude."
Big emphasis.
I made her a
on ups.
Rastafarian, dude.
Big ups.
Big ups, brah.
But fucking, this dude pulled that move. Like, he was like, yeah, I told Dan, you were great. That other girl needs to stop being on the fucking shows. And I was like, ooh. I was like, well, I appreciate your compliment, sir, but I'm not a part of this.
Dude. I think it's like the people who've seen like the multiple shows, they like think that they're like all of a sudden like in the Reddit fan group. You know what I mean? Like they forget that it's like, nah, dude, you're all nobodies. Like,
I appreciate, yeah,
I'm a nobody and I'm on stage. Like
100%. Like he said, he was like, oh, I can't believe because me and Dan were outside like having a beer or whatever and just like getting some fresh air, and the guy was like, I'm like with the comedians, and we were like, yeah, I know you think that sounds cool. It's not anything special. Like, we're very normal people. And he was like, he's like, I know, but dude, imagine going to like a Daniel Tosh show and then having a beer with Daniel Tosh. And I was like, I don't think you've been to many comedy shows. We're not on that level, my guy. I literally have a day job.
Seriously, Daniel, you were my favorite.
Yeah, like I fucking.
All right, this is gonna come across bad. I'm not comparing. You can't compare the experience of a black person to anything. They have a very unique cultural experience, and I could never pretend to understand it.
You could not.
But the
I agree with
idea
this so
of
far.
like you're hanging out with comics and you're like, oh wow, I can't believe I'm hanging out with comics now. Like imagine like hanging out with a bunch of black dudes. You're like, wow, I can't believe I'm hanging out with black people right
like
now.
you're saying, like pointing out just because it's like something
just
different.
Like, oh, this is just a thing about us, man.
This is actually just observational. There's nothing special about our current circumstance. Like, I'm outside of a brewery drinking a beer on the sidewalk. I don't even think I'm allowed to be out here doing this. Like,
yeah, like literally, like you just like blew like the starting call in football. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like fucking.
well,
That's a false start right there. You're like, because no one who is cool would ever be like, oh, I can't believe I'm hanging out with cool people. Like it's like fucking ugh.
he was a nice guy.
You know what?
but-
You just made a face like he's gonna listen. Is he gonna listen?
I mean, he asked me about the podcast.
made a face
so
like-
I mean, he asked me about the podcast.
Dude, I'd love to.
I have to imagine.
I'd love
He
to
had mentioned
meet
you by name, and you weren't even on the show.
Dude, that actually, seriously, dude, I'm busting your balls. I love you, man. Down to every last chop on your head.
All right, fucking Brian. God, I hope it's Brian. I feel like 80% confident it's Brian.
Nah, dude, we actually have his name sealed in an envelope that we're going to open next episode. So,
It was sick because he's like, I've been to like 5 of your shows before. And I was like, oh, damn. So you know all of my jokes. He was like, I actually asked Dan if you knew any new jokes. And I was like, yeah, dude, stop coming to my half-hour sets. It's hard enough for me to do the half hour of confident material. You know what I mean? I'm riffing a couple iffies in there. You know what I mean? Little riffy iffies.
oh, man, I love that he's doing another best of set. Like, don't you love when comics
All the
only do the
hits?
hits?
He was, dude. I swear to God, like, this guy probably fucking bought the tickets. Like, oh my God, Jeff's gonna be there. And I was like, oh, dude, I appreciate you, but like, there's nothing new. Like, you're watching reruns.
In fact, I haven't done comedy in like 6 months. This is like a real like dumbed down version.
Wait, and the crowd.
This is like the ringtone version of my songs. This is the
It's for
TikTok.
99 cents. Fucking the crowd also though was like, they were like the crowd that was so excited to see comedy again that they just would laugh at the wrong parts. Like, I'd be like, it's good to be under a roof again. They'd be like, yes, roofs.
Fuck, I love setups. Fuck, I miss these.
Like, oh, all right, I'm not there yet, guys, fellas. I'm not. Well, Because I'll tell you why I like roofs. And like they were just like, he's been homeless. He's been homeless for 11 months. He's fucking like I felt like they were like I was like I haven't done comedy in a long time. And they're like, and you're killing it, and you're doing good. Don't lose confidence. Like they were so like I almost felt like they were like an alt comedy crowd, but all looked like Trump supporters. That's like the vibe of the crowd.
If you mention you do. I just I want to laugh really hard, but I can only laugh kind of hard because I feel like in your current state, you look like if you mentioned anything wrong with your roof, I'd feel like, oh my God, he's in a shelter. Like,
oh, I thought you were gonna say I look like I would know how to repair it, but that makes me
no.
more upset that I don't look like a handyman at all. I
you
look
like
a
you
man.
just scream at your wife when she expects you to do it. Oh, I didn't have a father, Gina.
I fucking wait. That was yesterday.
I was raised by Percocets.
I was raised by
like a pack of wolves.
You ever play Pac-Man? That was my mom, Miss Pac-Man, except they're Percocets. I didn't have a chance.
I was raised by the ghosts from Miss Pac-Man. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I was one of the ghosts, just chasing my poor mother, never catching her, until she eventually got a game over.
I actually love this one-man plan. Yeah, life in my household was a little like Miss Pac-Man. Sometimes Mom would chase me, sometimes I'd turn into a ghost, blink, and chase her.
But regardless, she was swallowing. Anyway, it's my hypothetical mother. I fucking no. I do get that way. I get so passionate around Erin that I feel like I'm like putting my shit on her. I'm like, have you heard about the stocks? Do you even know? You need to buy. You need to buy. She's like, oh, do I need to buy? I'm like, I have zero idea. I don't know.
I just right off the rip, I feel like you don't Reddit enough to
agree
for me to believe that you got in on that GameStop thing on time.
I didn't get in on time, and I didn't buy a single stock of GameStop because I felt like I missed the wave. Because I looked one day and it was like $80, and I was like, oh my God, what a raise! And now it's like $360, and I'm like, oh. Fuck.
Jeff doesn't know much about stocks.
I bought a lot of other things, though, that I don't want to talk about because I don't actually know the rules of insider trading or anything. Like, I don't know anything. You know who was giving me advice today on finances?
Warren Buffett.
A cool million, Mr. Seamus Millar.
Does he actually know stocks?
He was giving me advice like he knew stocks, and I don't know if he does or not, but I did take the advice because he was confident enough to reach out to me and be like, here's what I would do if I were you.
I will say, if you want to mention any stocks but you're not sure if you can, you could just tell me what stocks you like. You could be like, I like this stock.
Okay.
Remember that you could tell your girlfriend.
Remember that dad phone back in the day that doesn't exist anymore? That super dad corporate phone, that company that now does cybersecurity apparently. Invested in that. Invested in some movie theaters.
With an abbreviation that's like some like not very exciting titties?
Yes. Yes? I think? I don't know. Now I don't know. Should I just say it? Can I say what I invested in? I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Is it
Nobody
titties?
here's corporate.
Did you invest
I
in
invested
implants?
in titties. I invested in titties.
Tits for tots.
Tits for tots. I invested in fucking AMC and fucking like Nokia and
I thought you were going to say BlackBerry. There it is.
And,
yeah. Nokia's a good one.
Also, what's it called? Is it Dogecoin or
Dogecoin, not Doja.
Doja Cat, baby.
Yeah, no, I think she bounced back from all those racist comments.
A fuck ton of that crypto today. I was like, Shay was like, I'm up to 6,000's worth of it. And I'm like, I'm at 4,000's worth of it. Like,
dude, the way you said crypto is so commanding
right
now, dude.
Crypto. Sounds like my dog's name if I was a fucking superhero. I'm like, let's go, Crypto.
That is Superman's dog's name.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Unimpressed. Probably. You fucking dork.
Oh, okay. Sorry I didn't get the dog of the comic book guy. Thanks for being a dork, idiot.
What can I say, dude? I'm a nerd with words. What can I say, dude? I'm a cult of us.
Wait, I fucking realized talking to Adam that I'm basically a holographic Charizard. I'm basically valuable as fuck because I'm the last Nerds with Words fucking guest of the year ever.
Yeah, dude.
Ever.
I actually was thinking about that the other day.
And I didn't get to cash in on it because 2020 was fucked. I barely got to sport that belt, and I'm a little upset about it.
I won the belt. Wear it today.
I won the belt. Kobe Bryant died on the podcast. Then the pandemic hit. I didn't get to enjoy the belt at all. They changed their podcast name and like basically was like, here's this cool little belt. Zero credentials. Zero. Well, there's no credibility anymore.
You get it. The only thing more important than becoming a champ is when a champ dies. I'm sure when you die, like LeBron's titles won't matter.
Wait, are you telling me that in order to be the man, I had to beat the man? Because I didn't intend for that. I would give the belt back for Kobe. I didn't want that. So we
Well,
must,
there can only be one, dude.
we must
That's
sacrifice
what that
a
means.
champion. You think you have what it takes? Only non-champions to become champions. You must sacrifice a champion.
Dude, I was about to bring my lordship title for the first video just to prove. By the way, it's 5'5". I found out I can bury a lot of babies. Just saying.
You said 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think we said. Did we say kids? Oh, we did say child. Grave was a child.
Oh yeah, we did bury
5
those
by
kids.
5. That's
Yeah,
pretty
dude, that's
good,
couple
dude.
Kids, man.
Man, you gonna rent that out? A little Airbnb?
God, we don't need to get into that. You know.
What? The little.
I don't want to get
lordship?
into my insider trading.
I just told everybody what I invested in, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on today.
So what was your? It's somebody who likes to rob the hood.
Well, I mainly started realizing that I'm so bad at gambling, I might as well gamble into the stock market. It at least gives me a little bit less of a risk. I feel like I'm not betting as
it's you're still a loser, but now you can talk to some people at the country club.
right. I'm a loser, but like amongst guys with ties. Like, you know what I mean? Like before, I was a degenerate piece of shit where it looked like so you gamble a lot. What do you have, like cards tattooed on your arm or something? You fucking corny motel poker player.
You know that their lives aren't that bad because they're like walking around with a noose on and they haven't done anything yet.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's why poor people jobs don't have ties.
But yeah, so I just
McDonald's is clip-ons. So you can't hang yourself.
I fucking went to Robinhood and they were like, "Yo, all those things you wanted to order, nah." And I was like, "Wait, but I thought I bought them." And they were like, "No, you're not getting these stocks." So then I went to Cash App, bought the stocks on Cash App, and then fucking because you can buy AMC and Nokia still on Cash App right now. Just a heads up. So I went to go fucking. Our producer's doing it
Just
right
say
now.
you like the stock.
So
Just
I like
say
it.
you
It's
like it.
nice. It's nice. So I fucking went to go buy them there. And I did like a little bit, and then I was like, maybe I'll do a little bit more. Then I did a little bit more, and I was like, maybe I'll do a little bit more. And I did a little bit more, and then my bank was like, knock it off. And I was like, oh shit. So like my bank like called me, and they were like, you only get 3 transactions a day on Cash App. And I was like, I honestly never knew that. I only use this to buy drugs. Like I barely use this app. Like I do one purchase every 2 weeks, and I'm out.
Which is so funny because do you know what just happened?
I use an app to buy stocks and drugs. Yes.
They think that you found cocaine.
Oh my God, he's buying it in $25 increments. He's not even buying in bulk right now.
Think about what you just said. You're like, and then I did a little more. And then I did a little more. And then my bank was like, you got to stop doing more.
This guy keeps calling me about crypto. They probably thought I was crazy. I called the bank and I was just like, why can't I buy stocks? And they were like, people are losing it out here. I'm getting phone calls. Like, I straight up was a crazy person. Because Seamus was like, if you haven't invested, I honestly don't think you're too late. I would still recommend hopping in. And I was like, now I'm in. If Reddit, Twitter, and Seamus told me, I'm fucking in. I don't have any.
Dude,
I don't have any advice.
The Holy Trinity, dude.
I said, I was like, Seamus already cornered the begging market of just asking people for money. I love it.
One day he's gonna get a cool mill, and y'all are gonna be haters.
I said I would follow him into battle. I said I would. I'm on his side.
You got to be careful. He could become a Civil War reenactor at any moment. Never volunteer to follow a man into battle. You never know.
I'll follow
Especially a
anybody
history
into
buff, dude. No, all right. So just running it down real fast, because maybe I don't understand it fully, and maybe people don't listening don't. My understanding with the GameStop thing is that I understand the concept of the short sell. They were basically going to get all this money back because the place is going to bankrupt and the stocks are worth like less, and you sell them back and you get your fucking money. And people are fucking ruining that shit for the fucking asshole hedge fund people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It seemed like they kind of like targeted like that specific guy. Was it Melvin? Right?
Yeah.
Melvin.
They were like, to the moon. Like,
yeah, which I actually, I'm super into that. I just like people putting like a stock name and then 87 rocket ships and me being like, it's fucking guaranteed. It's guaranteed. 87 rocket ships? I got to buy 80 stocks right now. Like, I'm so dumb. I'm like, wow, this guy's confident as fuck.
Oh my God, dude. But I'm also picturing those exact words coming from like Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems. 87 rocket ships. Come on, Kevin Garnett.
I looked over at Erin and I go, oh my God, the market's dipping. You know what that means? She goes, buy more. I go, I'm already doing it. I was like, I don't know, dude. Why bet on the Sixers? I'm going to fucking bet on the market. I have to assume that 4 million, what is it, almost 5 million members in that Reddit group. Some of them probably right. Some of them probably right.
Dude, well, it makes sense. It just like, it makes sense. And anyone could have done it. I just think my favorite part about the whole thing is that, So like I didn't expect Bitcoin or whatever to hit 42. I told people
Nobody did.
I told people you should if it's getting over 30, if it's getting to like 35, fucking sell that shit.
Yeah.
Because what I've noticed in my layman gamer eyes is that fucking all the people who actually know what they're doing get it. And once it hits that tipping point where fucking boomers are asking about it, my friend told me his dad asked him to buy a Bitcoin. And that's when I was like, yo, what's it at? Like 28? Start fucking selling that shit. Like fucking. Yeah. So like, I love this GameStop thing because literally my dad said, damn, dude, all those PS5 sales really boosted GameStop.
Wait. Did you see that guy got rich on accident because of it? A dude got rich because they fucking I saw somebody tweet it. They go, tell me how my brother just became fucking rich as shit because he accidentally invested into GameStop 2 to 3 months ago on quote unquote going, people love PlayStation 5s, right? And he invested in it, forgot about it, checked it once, heard the news, and he was like, yo, I got a fuck ton of money, dude. Like, I was like, oh my God.
When's the Switch Plus coming out?
What a dumb, you're right, though. That is what's funny, is that this was a stupid investment in theory. Like, if you won it from, like, oh, PlayStation 5s. Like,
dude.
And then they just happened to have, it worked out.
Shit like this is why people believe in God, dude. Like, literally, like, religion-wise, like, somebody was like, and God will make the sun rise in the morning, and it did. Like, and it's just, like, pure fucking coincidence shit.
Sold when it rose.
Dude, literally, if Trump won the election, people would be, like, worshiping GameStop right now. Like, the GameStop CEO would be, like, the new, like, Elon Tusk.
All I see is a bunch of Braveheart memes. Just a bunch of, like, hold. Everyone's like, no one sell, don't panic. And I'm over here being like, I don't want to panic. Are other people gonna panic? Because I'll panic if they panic, but I don't want to panic. Like, I'm like the guy on that fucking Dark Knight like cruise ship who's like, I'll fucking blow up that ferry. I'll blow up that ferry. What, are they gonna blow us up? I'll blow it up. I don't give a fuck,
dude,
dog.
It's like, this is like fucking Reddit trying to send Bieber to North Korea all over again. I fucking love this shit, dude.
Did that ever gain any traction?
They won the contest and they had to cancel it because like they would have had to send him to North Korea. They did send where did they send Taylor Swift? Oh, to a school for the deaf. Yeah, that was a thing.
Oh, right, for her new album.
No, it kind of backfired because the deaf kids were still hyped. They were like, "Wow, she's a celebrity."
I keep seeing her on a Hulu commercial where she's like, and it's like two of, I don't even know if her managers or something, or her bandmates or whatever. They're just sitting outside around a fire and they're like, this is like an album I've never worked on in my whole life before. And Taylor Swift's like, I'm glad we did. It seemed like everybody kind of needed a cry. And every time I'm like, why are you on Rick and Morty? Get off of this ad. This isn't, go on like The Bachelor. This isn't a commercial for me.
Dude, like, I haven't seen that, but the way you describe it, it just feels like the starter end of a great porno. Like,
imagine the start of Bert Kreischer's The Cabin, except Bert Kreischer's not there. It's Taylor Swift and two dudes who look like me. Like, it's just two dudes who like, I play the saxophone or the bass. You choose. Whatever you want, I play that. And I cry. And I make that known because I'm sensitive and I'm friends with Taylor Swift. And you look at them and you go, man, those guys get pussy. Man, those guys get pussy. You're like the only two dudes in like the Taylor Swift like ensemble of like, oh wait, but probably a lot of young girls. Probably not the best pussy you want.
But like how good at music are they, right? Because like, does Taylor Swift make that good at music?
No.
But if they're not like fucking, so I guess they intentionally don't go with stud muffins, or are they stud muffins? You said they look like you. I'm not sure what your image of looking like you is. Like,
I don't know, like a homeless bass player.
Okay, yeah, no,
a little bit, like I don't know. I've been told I look like
homeless roadie. Homeless roadie. I was thinking.
I say I look like a fucking shittier version of like Dave Navarro. People have told me. So like,
I was trying to think of
one of those guys, I guess.
I was trying to think of if there's an instrument that involves lifting, and I couldn't think of one. So
the cello. It's a lot of lugging around. It's I drag it though. You know, I put wheels on the bottom of mine.
If you're to admit that you look a little bit Asian, I'll give you cello.
I've always said that.
Yeah,
People think I look Asian.
No. I'm saying if you said like, "Hey, I'm Geoff. I'm Asian. I play cello." Like in that order, I would be like, "Okay." Or, "Hey, I'm Asian. I'm Geoff. I play cello." That works too.
I think I'm just Italian and Irish, and I just think my eyes were just not put the right size. I said, oh wait, Rob the other day goes, because Eric got an eye infection, and she goes, I'm like, and Rob goes, I think Rusty just went through an eye infection. And I was like, yeah, Rusty looks like he went through a couple eye infections. So I was like, we don't have that Steve Buscemi reference for no reason. He has crazy eyes to me.
I took antibiotics to be safe, but my cat fucking scratched me in the eyeball, dude.
Well, I would say that you probably need antibiotics for that.
Yeah, dude.
Because your cat's hanging out in poop water right now. So can't imagine there's some clean paws.
Hey, you know, that's also a trust thing with him. I told him don't go down there. So.
He just scratches on the bottom of furniture and then puts it in your eyeball and like fucking laser beams it in. He's like, there you go, just for good measure.
I told my roommate, I said, don't run that Roomba. It's gonna make him crazy. And she's like, but I love the Roomba. And I'm like, all right, I'll have the cat.
She's like, you're like, listen, I have a cat. That's a deal breaker. She's like, I got a Roomba. That's a fucking deal breaker. We're gonna have two things roaming, and we're gonna see who wins. It's like BattleBots, baby.
Well, it's like rock paper scissors, right? So her BattleBot would destroy my cat because my cat can't like get like at it, and if you got under it, he's just gonna get stuck in the buzzers, right?
Right.
Buzzsaw beats cat, but
He's not like an attack above kind of guy. I feel like Murphy would like fucking.
He would, but it's got an armored top, dude.
That's a good point. I don't know. Does she have a real Roomba
like a turtle
or a
with
cheap Roomba?
nunchucks, dude. No, it's a real one. It's fucking scary.
Nunchucks?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's
got
fucking
like wiper blades.
Yeah, dude, it's got lady nunchucks. It's got a little broom that swings out.
You did not just call brooms lady nunchucks.
When they're swinging, I do.
Your wife comes out to clean the kitchen. Well, look at this martial artist over here. Look at this fucking karate master.
You really think I could land a ninja?
I really don't think you'd have a wife. I think you need Mr. Solodolo in the kitchen eating some ramen.
Because my fiance would die in a ninja
You have
battle.
elevated this relationship. It has been a while. You've been engaged. You got a Tom and Jerry hoodie and you got engaged.
To a
Tell me
ninja.
everything. Tell me everything.
Yeah, she's Asian and Irish. She's got normal eyes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Wait, no, that's not what you are. You're Italiano.
And I don't have normal eyes. And I look Asian.
Oh, dude. Speaking of like fucking, were we speaking of kids? I don't know why I thought about this, but
The Taylor Swift guys, I accidentally said they probably got a lot of pussy and then remembered the average age of the Taylor Swift fan base, and I wish I could have took it back. But at that point, it was already out there. And now I said two guys that look like me probably get a lot of young pussy, and I do regret making that statement. I would like to make that known. I'm a nice guy. I drink nice water. It's what I do. I'm a nice guy.
Nice guy, nice water. Jeff Galella doesn't fuck kids. I'd vote for him.
It's a good slogan. It's a better than the other slogan. It's a good slogan.
Well, yo, so I fucking I was fucking waiting tables the other day, right? And I'm waiting on this single mom and her two kids, and the kids are like chattering away, kind of talking to me, kind of talking amongst themselves while I'm like giving them waters and shit. And the mom tells me like, we're moving to Florida in 2 weeks. I'm so excited to get out of this cold weather. So I said, oh, wow, you guys are moving to Florida next week. How excited are you? And the kids went, what? And the mom went, well, I didn't want you to find out from your waiter.
What the fuck did you say next? Santa's not real, dude? What the fuck?
I said, I'm so sorry. And the
She
kid
should've gave you a
said,
heads up.
am I going to say goodbye to my friends? And the other kid said, but what about Dad?
It'd be sick if they were. Wait, was the dad going? Was the dad not going? Was it a divorce family?
I don't know.
Oh, is this
She
an
said-
Amber Alert?
She was just like, you be quiet. We're going to have a nice meal. And we're going to talk about this when we get home with
They're
your
like,
brother and
this is
sister.
your last meal in New Jersey.
The whole time the kid's texting, and I was like, I feel like he's hitting up like Dyfus or something, dude.
No, he's
I,
not.
like-
He's sitting up to like one girl he's been obsessed with for 4 years, going like, we got to either make it happen now or it never will, or I would have wasted 3 years of investment.
He's like, I'm black going to Florida this summer.
Oh, no. Dude, fucking a Florida. Imagine being like, I think I know the solution to our problems. I think we should probably move to Florida. I think things are going to get better. You're like, no, they're fucking not. Like, Florida's my family just went for a wedding in Florida, and I was like, how was it? And they were like, yeah, it was great. We went golfing, we went fishing, we did like all these things. And I was like, everything was open, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
don't make me
honestly,
feel
the
better.
chicks down there hit the strip club. Think I got crabs.
James Harden was there. It was awesome. Fuck it. No, dude. Florida. So you ruined, essentially.
A family.
I think the mom ruined the family. I think if she's ripping it apart, it seems like we're taking it from New Jersey.
All right,
we're
here's
ripping it from
my
the dad.
fear. The vibe I got is that they are split up parents, and that the mom's like the custody, and the dad's like just like, here's some cigarettes, kid. You know what I mean?
Weekend
like
dad.
he left to get cigarettes, but eventually came back to give the kid some of the cigarettes. That's the vibe,
Right, like a
that I
Ricky
get
Bobby
from this
dad.
family. Super
Left,
straight
but
up.
then came back and was like, I have a bunch of bad advice for you at this age.
Exactly. And I think they're really like in that phase. The kids are like twins also. So like they're like mind.
Oh, they're their own
linked.
friends then.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah, you don't need new friends. You're already friends. You're the same age. You guys just talk about the same shit. You guys couldn't have more in common.
I just like I don't think I've ever like I've talked about times I've been demeaned by tables, like times like I've been sexually harassed and stuff like that.
Cool
I couldn't. My voice almost cracked. I got a little
Yeah,
emotional.
I noticed for a second that you got triggered, and I want you to know this is a safe space.
My voice
and we
was
all love
cracked,
you.
but I said I'm the dom.
I don't like that.
So, I don't think I've ever been quite as demeaned as her being, well, I didn't expect the waiter to be the one to tell you. I was like, I felt like the help, bro.
You know what, though? In fairness, you're looking at it like she insulted you for being a waiter when she was more saying, I know that this guy isn't your dad, but he's the man who gave you this news. Like, I think you're nothing compared to their father, maybe. I don't think she's coming at you for you could have been a fucking, I don't even know, an accountant. And they'd be like, well, I didn't want the accountant to tell you. She would have said it like you were a trash person, I think, regardless.
Dude, you know what's even more fucked, though, is that
I don't
she
know. Their
actually
friendships.
the kids were pretty devastated. Yeah, those are pretty fucks.
Yeah, dude. How
The
old
kids
were
were
they?
pretty devastated. Oh, like 12?
Yeah.
So, like, perfect friend having age.
I will say, though,
For
it's
most
arguably
kids.
the worst. It's arguably the worst and best age to move a kid because you're like, listen, you're about to start middle school. You don't even fucking know. You don't even know. Like, you could start a new middle school and be like, wow, I am horny and I have never seen these girls before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they would have been like, oh, man, Florida? Like, somebody should be like, dude, 12 years old, going to Florida, it could be worse.
No, it's going to be awesome. And the kids were, like, realistically,
gonna fuck
they
next
weren't,
year,
like,
you know?
crying and shit. What'd you just say?
I said they're probably going to fuck next year, dude. They're going to kill it, dude.
You don't mean each other, right?
No, I mean, they're best friends, whatever they want to do, I guess. Game of Thrones normalized a lot of stuff. I fucking...
Yeah, dude, whatever. Fuck your sister and don't write an ending. Who cares? Did you pull out? No, I just didn't write an ending.
Dude, that is... I love that you fucking broke this family apart. You fucking...
Oh, no.
destroyed
Hang on,
this
let me
family.
finish, bro.
Oh.
Here's the thing. The kids are pretty devastated, right? The mom, she gets real chipper real fast. It's a nice meal.
Yeah, she's got a fucking hot boyfriend waiting for her in Florida, I'm sure. Like, she's like, this is a move that will benefit all of us.
Well, it's pretty confusing. I don't know. I feel like maybe she got a timeshare and she doesn't realize how it works or something. She doesn't seem like I don't know what she's got going on in her life, but she's opening up a series of group homes. And I mentioned that I used to work in one, and she was like, "Oh,
pretty nice.
you should like send some of your old coworkers recommendations to come work here." But then like she was like giving me like her number and her Instagram and stuff. So literally, I told these kids, "Say goodbye to your dad and your friends. You're going down to fucking white people party town." Just a stone's throw from Alabama, and those Alabama kids can throw pretty hard. And then I turn to his mother and I say, yeah, you should give me your information. Contact you before you leave. And it didn't occur to me. Here's the thing is I was so flaccid that it didn't even occur to me that I was just cucking the fuck out of this kid. I didn't want to bang this lady.
Bro, you literally hijacked a family. Like, not even, like, you didn't hijack the news of the move. You didn't hijack, like, you hijacked the whole scenario.
I hijacked them like the people who stopped that one 9/11 plane, okay? She's trying to 9/11 her family down into Florida, dude. She's trying to 9/11 her family down to Disney World, and I said, get the fuck off the controls.
You Grand Theft Auto walked up to a car, pulled the bitch out of the driver's seat, didn't even get in the car, went to the back seat, pulled the kids out too, threw them out, put the child locks back on, screamed Santa's not real, and left with the car. That's so disrespectful. You didn't even leave. They're not even there with a father. You took the car, which the car essentially could be the mom in this metaphor. I'm not even sure.
Okay, can we go back to the airplane metaphor instead?
Yes.
I just preferred it because, like, from the kid's perspective, like, all he saw was me screaming into the black box. But
I think that I feel like this conversation with the kids, like the mom or dad had to go, like, have you seen Moneyball?
No, it's on my list.
All right,
I was gonna lie. You saw my face. I was gonna.
I saw it.
I was gonna Steve Ranazizi that shit.
That's okay. Oh, and you just talked about 9/11. Wow.
I know, dude.
Fucking.
Sorry about me. Total 9/11 brain
just
today.
so-
My house is full
You're
of
such
poop
a
water.
9/11 head, dude.
My swamp's full of poop water. Just thinking about 9/11 all day.
There's just a scene in
The classics.
in Moneyball where Jonah Hill like has to cut somebody, and they're like, "All right, Brad Pitt's like, fucking, show me how you would cut somebody from the team," and he's just like, "Yeah, Carlos, we've traded you to Tampa Bay," and he's like, "Well, what about I just bought a house?" Yeah, no, that would be bad. My kid just started a new school. He goes, well, yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to take him out in the middle of the year. And he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, I don't know. I don't want to do this. Like, I imagine, like, the parents be like, no, it is tough pulling you out in the middle of the school year. Would hate to do that. Do want to go fuck my new boyfriend in Florida, though, so we're probably going to make this decision anyway.
I feel you. It's funny, but also as the children of divorced parents, I mean, like, it's kind of how it is at the end of the day. Like, they're like, hey, look, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not fucking your mom anymore. Like,
yeah. Don't you feel like the kids who are army brats have, like, a really tough perspective on the country because they probably have, like, a broken family just due to, like, whether it's just, like, distance or stuff like that. You know what I mean, though? Like, you know, people they get deployed and then break up because, like, distance and time and cheating and weird stuff. And you're just like, yeah, I bet, like, a normal person could blame their mom or their dad for divorce. These kids are like, America ruined my family. like, the president of the United States called my dad away, and now my mom is pregnant, and he's been gone for 3 years.
And that's, like, honestly the chillest of them. Because, like, I know I keep jumping to the darkest version, but, like, I thought
I
right
brought
away
up cheating on soldiers. It's pretty dark.
No, I thought right away about when the soldiers come back and then murder-suicide.
Oh, no,
I jumped right to the murder-suicide. You didn't even go all the way there.
I mean, your ending is worse than American Sniper. I mean, you had a pretty bad ending, my guy.
Well,
What is he, Chris Benoit, the family, when he comes home?
Now I'm just thinking of these like these kids who are so proud of their dad when he gets shipped off, and then they come back and now they're orphans with murderer parents.
That's what I mean, dude. Like, you have to, like, literally. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of kids in orphanages right now that are like, yo, this country fucking broke up my family. Like,
I feel like we could run a really interesting study if we take all like the
I'm already out.
like kid like
I don't want to do a study.
dude, if we took all the fucking like my hero essays that kids write and we like follow those kids and then check out their college essays and
Those
see
are
what
sad.
happens.
No, those are sad because it's like, my hero is Courage the Cowardly Dog. He always goes into situations and he perseveres anyway. And you're like, oh my god, animated heroes. This is sad. This
Oh,
is so
dude.
sad.
No, I was thinking,
fathers.
I was looking for the kids who are like, my dad's my hero because he's going to the Marines this month and he's going to kill Osama. And then, like, his college essay is like, it wasn't easy being raised by my mother.
He cuts to, like, it does a flash forward. He just looks like Robin Williams at the beginning of Jumanji. He's like, I've become a man. I've never learned how to shave. Nobody taught me life skills. I don't know what clothes are.
Did you write about your dad for your child hero essays?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Oh, my
always.
God. I still think.
But my dad's also like a friend to me. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
like
it's
just
like how your friends are your heroes.
yeah, right. Like, you know, normal.
Like, you look up to me.
They go, don't meet your
'Cause I'm
heroes, and a
6'6".
lot of people have not met their heroes. Their dads. They have not.
Yeah, well, my dad, I think, I need to check with him because I think he's still crushed.
He's
by
still your
this to
dad.
this day.
Yeah, no, he's still your dad.
What? No, actually, he's not.
He's actually not. Oh, man, now it's painful.
Sperm donors, give me a sperm. Give it up.
I remember back in the day. When's your birthday?
July 27th.
I remember 9 months before that, I went to a sperm bank, and they asked me, they said, can we use your sperm for Rusty? And I said, no way in the world. Are you kidding me? Kid's going to be more athletic than me. No way. Me and his mom, perfect team. So we gave you somebody else's, so that way I still had confidence to be better than you.
I really like the angle you took. I thought you were going to say that you...
I said that your mom's strong. That's what I said.
Yeah, I like that.
It's
I thought you
very
were going to say that
complimentary.
you donated your sperm, but then drank all the rest of the sperm, so it had to be mine.
You thought I was going to one up you by telling you that I guzzled all the sperm? I don't know where you thought I would take that direction. I don't even know what gave the hint that I would.
You know when someone just like does like 4 shots of whiskey and you're like, wow, they're tough.
No, I've never. I did 4 shots of whiskey before McGregor, and I almost cried at the end of it. It does not make you tough. It does not make you tough.
Yeah,
Conor
man.
McGregor's actually gotten weaker since releasing whiskey. I actually think there's a separate study we could be doing.
Conor McGregor looks like he could need some shots of semen. He needs some testosterone in him, dude.
Dude, how disrespectful is it that Jorge Masvidal is training with Jake Paul right now? How disrespectful is that to be like, oh, what's that? The MMA community and their fucking like prestige is on the line. Fuck this sport. I still want Ben Askren to die.
Is there an Uncle Tom for Latinos? Like, is there like a term like that? My boy
think you're asking the
Jorge,
wrong guy.
dude. I'm
not the guy.
Jassy, new producer.
We call him Latinx.
Now, is that too much of a slur for a title?
Jesse?
I just like fucking Jorge Masvidal, love him to death. Sick fighter,
A little bit of a
sick
traitor.
hair. He fucking stands Donald Trump. He was gonna rock all these Trump anti-COVID
No, it was
rallies.
actually kind of cool though because he kind of ripped the rug out from Colby, and that was really funny. To have Colby
Yeah.
do his whole shtick based around being a MAGA guy, and then Jorge Masvidal, his rival, being like, I actually just met Donald Trump at the airport. I greeted him. I bet Colby was like, what? No! Like, just exploded on the inside and, like, burst out with fireworks.
Yeah, I actually just met him, and then I talked to Michael Richards, you know, Kramer from Seinfeld. Colby's like, oh, my heroes.
Colby's like, my heroes. I have to hire porn stars. Jorge Masvidal is literally living in Miami with porn stars.
Yeah, well, fuck Jorge. You're right. That's a sick mind game. That's a sick mind game. If
That was
me and you
cool.
were like going to a roast battle, and then like the day before, like you posted like a picture of you with like my favorite Overwatch players, like just little Korean
Yeah, just to throw you
Koreatinks.
off. The Koreatinks? I said it before. I said if me and Cody ever were to do a roast, I know he would come at my weight, so I would wait to only lose weight as I knew I was battling Cody. Just so for 2 weeks I could just sit there and hardcore work out, so I could show up with a six pack the day that he fucking like was like, how about Geoff, that piece of shit fat ass? And I just lift my shirt up like John Cena would, and he's like, oh my god, I am so thrown off right now.
Dude, my favorite part about that is that it's so on brand for you to think like, yeah, dude, what, 2 weeks I'll have a six pack?
The fact that you don't think I could get a six pack in 2 weeks is hilarious. I could easily.
I'll give you $500.
All right,
If you
give
get
me
a
3
six
weeks.
pack in
Give
2
me 3
weeks.
weeks.
No,
Give me 3 weeks. I need 3 weeks. 3 weeks for a six pack is incredible. I mean, if you Googled how to get a six pack, they'd be like, "What do you want? We can get you in 8 weeks." Like even the workout plans like 3 weeks. I mean, brother, we ain't miracle workers here.
cut to you just fucking like overdosing on diet pills.
I would literally just drink water and like.
How did Geoff die? He was too fat. Oh my god, he died of a heart attack? No, he died of hating himself.
he died of hating himself.
Suicide? Yeah, kinda.
He drank mineral water for 18 days and just died. They said, I don't know how, because the water should have kept him alive. They said the depression was heavier. I fucking... Dude, I'll tell you right now, this body is purely lazy. It's not like I just don't. I'm like, should I work out today? And then I eat 3 bowls of pasta, and I go, I went a different direction today. I just went a different. I didn't wake up and go, should I be healthy? I go, no. I smoked 4 blunts, ate 3 bowls of pasta. It's not my day.
It's like it's a choose your own adventure, but you left your body in autopilot, and you're just like, yeah, no. Sometimes I just like to see where my body takes me. Usually to the couch, and then never gets up.
It's a start your own adventure, except I've never started anywhere but the kitchen. I'm like, that's the starting destination, and it's the ending destination.
Dungeons and Dragons. All right, you wake up in the kitchen. Well, I guess if I woke up here, I must have slept here. It must be pretty important for me to be here. I'd never leave.
Erin's been watching this, like, I don't know, this one TikTok girl, and she just puts up videos of her sleepwalking, and I do find them hilarious because this bitch will, like, cook a meal and then just, like, leave it and then wake up in the morning and be like, what the fuck? And I just remember being like, wow, her grocery bill must be ridiculous. Cooking meals that no one's eating. What a waste. What a waste. Like, if you date that girl, you got to know ahead of time. We're burning $100 a week. We're burning that money.
But, dude, imagine if you dated that girl and, like, you would just be, like, chilling playing video games. You're not paying attention. She comes out of bed in the middle of the night, just makes food and leaves it out.
Wait.
You're like, thanks, babe.
My Scotty. You know my brother Scotty.
Yeah.
Dude, an aggressive sleepwalker growing up. Scary.
Define aggressive in this
Now,
context.
I'm 6 years older than him, so even when I'm like 15, the kid, you know what I mean? The kid's like 9 years old. So like, he would come out and I'd be playing video games, and he would just be looking at me and breathing. Like he would just be like, and I'd be like, hey buddy, what's up? And he'd be like, I told you. And I go, what'd you tell me? And he'd be like, Dad. And like that would be like, what? And like we'd always just go, oh yeah? Why don't you go back to bed, buddy? And he would just curl up his fists and turn around and reluctantly go back to bed. And we would be like, I feel like we're defusing a bomb every night, and one of the times we're going to die. Like, this kid's going to fucking kill us.
that's got to be some edible complex shit. That's got to be like, I got to kill dad and fuck mom.
Dude, I swear to God, like they must have been dosing him with edibles as he went to bed because he was waking up like a crazy person. He would be at the top of our staircase, like 2 flights of stairs, and we would be on the couch looking up at him, and he would be 2 floors staring down at us, like just breathing. And you'd be like, okay, buddy, go to bed. And you're like, I don't believe in possessions, but this kid's possessed.
This makes it. I was like, what is sleepwalking aggression? This makes sense.
Like lurking, like imagine like waking up and he's in your room staring at you, and he's like, I have no recollection. I was just sleeping. Like, I'm gonna punch you in the face one night.
Like he's in the exact position a sniper would be. He
Yes.
just doesn't have the sniper. Like his eyes are looking through a scope that doesn't exist.
Yeah, and he's airing it. He's just like, you're like, I don't like this.
Yo, I like the idea of a microaggression sleepwalker who just like sleepwalks out in the kitchen. They're like, you should smile more.
Nice shoes. What the fuck? Oh my god.
You're wearing
If a kid came out with no fucking recollection of his consciousness, and from the bottom of his heart where it was like, nice fucking shoes, I'd be like, that was the most genuine. I have to change my shoes. Oh my god, that was honest. It's like when a 6-year-old comes up to you and they're like, why does your head look funny? And you're like, what the fuck, bro? That was so honest. I would slap you in front of your parents.
I like to say nice shoes to people who wear Crocs, because sometimes they go,
Crocs are like big now.
no, they are, but
Why?
I like to hear them say they're actually Crocs. It's funny.
A guy did that to me at the Eagles tailgate. He goes, dude, what shoes are those? There's literally no brand on these, and there's holes in them. And I went, these are $30 at Target. And he disappointingly walked away. But I was like, no, you were excited about the shoes. And then I said they were cheap Target shoes, and he was like, okay, well, I'm not going to fucking wear cheap Target shoes, dude.
Oh, I thought he was like, too rich for my blood.
No, he
Target,
was like-
hit me when you're shopping at Walmart.
He's like, he probably was like, a simple, plain black shoe. I have been looking. I have been looking for a plain. I was like, any store, my guy, any store. You get them. So
I almost, all right, let me rephrase. The reason I stopped walking home from work is because I had a homeless guy walk behind me for 2 blocks asking me where I got my shoes. And they were really shitty dress shoes, like really shitty dress shoes. And
you probably had a job interview coming up.
I just, like, ever since then, don't ask me where I got my shoes. You can say nice shoes. I'll take that. Fucking, I feel like.
Take a leap of faith here.
Yeah.
Did you get them from Vans?
No.
The logos on the shoes. Imagine being like, where'd you get those? The Nikes, the Nike store, any shoe store at all.
No, dude, I know these were
Pay
like
less?
shitty fucking dress shoes. No, exactly. Like I was just like, yeah, dude, you could literally go to like any store and get them. I was like, please, like
I'll give
I
you
have
$20
like,
not to take mine.
I was like literally like, I'll give you more than what they cost. Do not make me walk home barefoot. And I was just like, honestly, like I'm okay with getting robbed. I had processed that. What I had never, ever, ever in my life put my, like, I always think, like, if a fight broke out right now, what would I do? Kick Jesse's knees in, fucking pick him up, throw him at Geoff.
Wait, first of all,
like,
let me just say this right now. You and I have very similar starting strategies, which makes me feel like we would just handicap each other immediately. I feel like anytime I've ever seen a guy bigger than me, I just think, all ACLs tear, baby. I fucking kick that knee in and you're done.
Dude,
I'll drop you down a level.
all right, no, this is good to know. We have to discuss it. We just have to be on the same page on who's taking what leg, because if we in sync,
I love left leg.
each kick, I love left leg.
Left him, it would be his right.
Okay, yeah. If we each take a different knee and kick both his knees in backwards, dude,
Oh,
that would look really
inverted
cool,
Lieutenant
dude.
Dan?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, reverse Lieutenant Dan.
Wait, this is funny because this just goes back to us at Harper's that one time. Dude, you and me could beat up any one person in this bar. Like, just you and me being drunk, be like, you and me versus one guy, I think we'd win.
Oh,
Like, with just
easy.
such a strong confidence that we were still a little uncertain. We're like, I think both of us could probably take down
There's
that
a
one
really
guy.
good shot that no one man could beat two.
We're over here being like, man, we literally have double the amount of people that you have in this fight. We think we'd win.
Well, that's the thing is, I'm always thinking about how I could fight, right? Because you got to be. When you're my size, you got to be
don't
prepared.
look like a guy who's always ready to fight, though. Like, I feel like you look like a guy who, and seem like a guy who could verbally get out of the situation without escalating it to a fight.
That's the first go ahead. I usually only like I've only been in like very few fights, and it's usually like if somebody's like harassing a chick type thing.
I remember you bragging the one time where I was like, I think I was just doubting like your toughness in a way. You were like, dude, I've been beaten the shit out of a lot of times. Like, it was like a brag. You're like, dude, I've gotten punched in the face, so I can fucking take a punch.
That's the thing. I think people are usually like, when someone's calling someone like a pussy, when someone's like, I could take him in a fight, they're not usually saying like, I don't think he could knock me out, because no one's ever thinking about themselves getting knocked out, really. Like, your fight or flight already kicked in, then you know that you're
If
getting
I got
raped
knocked
and you're
out in
out.
front of people, I'd be like, I don't think I'm the captain anymore, fellas. I fucking just got knocked out in front of my kids.
You take a captain's hat out of your pocket, hold it against your heart.
I do think I have a big enough dome, though, that I think it's probably a little harder to knock me out.
Yeah, but I think your concussions will last longer. Like I feel like a tree.
You
with
mean I'd
thorns.
have better concussions
Yeah.
than everybody
You have
else?
the strongest
Yeah.
concussions I've ever seen, dude.
Exactly. I would have the best brain damage. I would have the best brain damage. So I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. So
Yeah, well, I am preparing for a fight. Maybe not in any given
we're
moment.
both gonna fight each other one day and just hide our knees.
We're just gonna-
We're gonna be like Lemaire and Naeem, just fucking dancing with each other for like 20 minutes.
I'm into that, dude. Take me salsa. Take me salsa.
Take me salsa. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? Damn, I got knocked out.
I'm
And he
talking
went
to
from
Jesse.
captain to
Take
salsa.
me salsa. No, dude, I definitely, like, maybe I'm not always prepared to fight, but I definitely,
I mean, I'm definitely not always prepared to fight. I would never make that statement.
I know my window of, like if I have to fight someone, if I need to, like, grab a weapon or not.
Yeah, well,
You guys?
have you ever done
bare
that? Have you
hands.
ever like been in a room and just thought somebody breaks in right now? What do I grab? Like, and I just
Oh, yeah.
I've been in situations where I've gone. It's been too long. I haven't found anything. It's been too long. Now I'm dead. I'm dead. I didn't find a weapon in time. I was in my bathroom. I was like hairbrush. I don't know.
Dude, I hadn't even thought about bathroom. See,
What do you grab?
I have a machete in my room that I have at arm's reach from anywhere in my room.
Okay, well, it seems like it's a weird thing to sleep with under your pillow.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't I don't have a pillow big enough. It's a large machete.
Your,
No, wait,
your
hang on, hang
girlfriend
on.
picks her head up. You're like, oh, sorry, it's one of those machete pillows. Oh, what are these, like the fucking goose feathers? Yeah, except way worse.
I fucking keep getting off. Dude, I think about fighting all the time. Period. What I don't think about ever is what would happen afterwards. Like win or lose, right? I'm just so high on adrenaline from like kicking someone's ass in my
Yeah.
head. The idea of getting jumped, fine. Take my wallet, take my shoes, whatever.
I'd probably take a pretty good beating.
The 10 blocks I have to walk back home after that beating
Without your
shoeless,
shoes, probably. Yeah, without your
fucking
shoes.
fuck that, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, it's listen, there's definitely an embarrassing moment after, like, I've seen kids get in fights where they leave and they're just bleeding from their head, and you're like, should we get the medical, like, is it a medical emergency, or should we just hang out with the winner because this is cooler? Like, the loser has to leave, right? We have to watch him walk away bleeding. This feels immoral.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it feels like there should be a cut. Like a director should be like, all right, we got it.
it's almost like one of those things where you like watch a bear attack somebody, and you're like, I mean, the bear's not attacking me, so I'm just trying to be friends with the fucking bear. I don't want to fucking eat that guy. I don't give a shit.
I think that's why like fights need refs. Besides like to make them official, like just like street fights
Yeah.
too. Like you need somebody who's like, all right, it's over. Yeah, like
Well, I think some people anticipate
when you stop.
Some people
There's no calm.
anticipate people breaking it up. I would love to be in a circle one day where we're like nobody fucking touch them. Let's see them tire out. Like just truly being like, I won. That guy's still fucking breathing, and you're heavily breathing. So I would like to see you continue. Let's see who wins this. Like it's almost like the Nate Diaz thing. Like Nate Diaz probably beats almost anybody if there's not a time like limit, just because his cardio could go. And he's like, if you don't put me away, I'll eventually defeat you because you'll be tired. Like I feel like it's one of those things where you're like, I can knock that guy out. You're like, you fucking better, or this is a 19-minute round.
Dude, the best thing that could have happened for Nate Diaz was for Dana White to say like, hey, the judges are gay. Don't leave it in the hands of the judges. Because his whole thing now can just be like, oh, well, I know I'll beat you on a long enough timeline.
Yeah.
And if the judges say it
That's
was
why you
you,
can't
they're
put
stupid.
Nate in a 3-round fight. You're like, well, all right, guy. I mean, 3-round fight. What are we doing here? I mean, guy doesn't wake up till the 3rd round. Like I feel like Nate's first 2 rounds are just standing there eating shots and being like, I am now awake, and like revving up for the 3rd round, thinking he's got 3 more to go. Like
I feel like they're like it's like a split thing, like multiple personalities, and they're trying to like punch him till he gets on the right setting. Like you know, video games where you can't go like backwards in the setting selection.
Yes.
You have to go and you miss it, and you have to go
Yes.
all the way through.
I fucking I like Justin Gaethje tried to call out Nate Diaz by being like, if he thinks he could outsmoke me, he could never outsmoke me. And I was like, you're just leaning into the audience here, dude. You're like, how can I piss off Nate? He likes weed. Like he sounds like such a dude who does, like he sounds like a cop. He's like, I could probably outsmoke him if
Dude.
he wants to fight.
I will say, if somebody challenged Nate Diaz and they were like, Nate, you smoke Reggie. Nate smokes Reggie.
I think he would probably just be like, say that shit to my fucking face. And you're like, I didn't even know it was worth saying to your face. I thought it was a throwaway. I didn't know it was a big deal.
Yo, speaking of throwaway, I forgot the thing I had to tell you.
I
Oh
would
my-
not call your daughter a throwaway. I think she is adorable. I think Emily is a gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
And I think that you need to start being the father you need to be.
You know the Chinese emperor's rules, man. I can't keep her.
The Emperor's New Groove, baby. He's fucking dancing his way to the clinic.
Yeah, well, I fucking was at 2 Street Mike the other night, right, on Tuesday, and
2 Street
so,
Tuesday.
2 Street Tuesday,
I know
baby.
the deal.
Great time. Fucking afterwards, we're chilling outside. I'm saying goodbye to people. Alabama people leave down 2nd Street.
Hey, they're people. You don't need to call them Alabama people.
Yeah, but
They're people just like you and me.
no, that's not true.
All right, continue. Sorry.
Half of the people down there are just escapees from
Florida. And they're like, this place is worse somehow.
I forgot Florida for somehow. I'm not happy you jumped in with that. You're like, yes, geography.
Florida, Alabama, right there.
Florida, Alabama, right
I feel like
there.
if you got lost in
that
Alabama.
sounds like a sick hook, dude.
No, wait, say it again.
Florida, Alabama, right there.
I'm pretty sure that's just the theme song of Florida Shore. I'm pretty sure that's it right there.
Yeah, well, fucking the Alabama people, they leave down 2 Street, right? They leave down literal 2nd Street, which is a one-way going that way. And not 90 seconds later does a fucking car come speeding down the wrong way, going like 40 miles per hour. We don't even realize she's going the wrong way because we're like, fuck, dude, she just blew through that stop sign. She didn't even see the stop sign because there's no stop sign facing Idiotville. So she fucking blows through, right? I'm like, there's no way she's gonna make it to that stoplight in time. Like she's got to start hitting her brakes yesteryear.
Yeah.
She's going like 50, dude. She fucking slams into 4 cars, totals her car and the car at the end. Me and Neil Wood running down the fucking street after her. We just see this sexy ass chick run by us, and we're like, this chick's running. We get to the car. There's no one in the car, and the speakerphone's going, you keep running. Keep on the line with me. Don't come back to the car. And we realized that sexy ass bitch was the driver, and she just fucking left this shit, dude. We had to fucking shut it down, and everyone's like, Rusty, call the cops. And I'm like, I am not calling the cops. So I just had to start being real loud, be like, oh my God, someone crashed their car, until a neighbor like woke up and came out and called.
And then the police came and they were like, can you give us a description? And you were like, yeah, there was a sexy ass bitch.
Dude.
She was sexy as fuck, dog. She's probably still running. You could probably go catch her.
That's why, that's like literally what I'm about. Fucking, so this lady's calling, like Dorian's calling the police, right? And like gonna hand it off to this lady so we can get the fuck out of there, right? And he's saying on the phone, they're asking for the description. And I'm like, she was like 5'8", but she was wearing some sexy heels. And she's like, she was
running in heels.
Yeah, dude, she was fucking, dude, and she was booking it. But you know what?
If she got away in heels, I think it's like Grand Theft Auto. I think the stars go away. I think she just won it, right? Like, did she just get a new car?
It is better view up there.
Yeah, fucking. Damn, so you guys saw a sexy ass bitch
Yeah,
crash a
dude.
car?
So like literally like what me and like other
barely
comics are in the
changes the
background just
story.
saying into the phone, just like she was fine as hell. Telling her she was fine as hell. Dude, we're sitting waiting by the accident because like cars can't get down the street. We're trying to be like, you gotta fucking reverse out of here, dog. And this dude's like, yo, what happened? And we're like,
She
yeah,
was
she
drunk.
bailed. Oh, she was
Why would you
fucking
run?
wasted, dude.
Drunk. Yeah, definitely drunk.
Yeah, dude, why would you go 50 miles an hour down the wrong way of a Philly street and then
She couldn't have
totally
been that fucking hot. Was going home by herself with the dude on Bluetooth. Fucking goddamn solo in the car. The guy's like, get out of there. She's like, why am I by myself? I got drunk and nobody took me home. That's a girl before the pandemic. She was just getting driven to apartments to get fucked. And now she's like, now I gotta drive? And they're like, yeah, no, we're not 6 feet apart. What, 6 of us in the car? No,
Yeah,
you
dude.
gotta drive yourself.
her side dude would usually send an Uber, and she's like, I'm not getting in an Uber.
I'm not getting in an Uber. My ex-boyfriend, I stole this Mercedes from him in the divorce. And you're like, oh, wow.
I think it was a Lexus. I think it was way too nice of a car to just leave. She just left it. Door open, just fucking hops out and leaves.
Very rarely does somebody leave their Toyota Camry in an accident, though. I know you think that would be the case, but a lot of the times they have a shitty car, they crash it, and they kind of probably just take it on the chin because they're like, this car was $14. I don't really give a fuck. Take the car. But a person with a Lexus goes, somebody stole my Lexus and crashed it? Oh, I guess the insurance company will pick this up because it definitely wasn't me. Why would I crash a Lexus? Like, a Lexus, why would I ever do that? Like, I feel like if a person crashes a BMW, I go, you didn't do this, though, right? Because you're probably a smart guy, right? We're probably an accountant or something buying a BMW like this. You're too smart to run away and get drunk driving. Right?
Dude, she fucked it, though, because she went 2 blocks away and tried to hitchhike, and they fucking found her.
So this bitch
Oh, wait.
didn't call an Uber, crashed the car and was like, I think I might need a ride. I might need a ride. Bitch, the Uber's
literally,
gone.
she was like doing the worst Grand Theft Auto, dude. She literally was like, crashed the car. Okay,
You know what, though?
please give me another one.
Decent gamble. I bet you the way you're describing her, she probably could have got picked up fast. However, I also think she's probably sending the wrong message, waving guys down in their cars on the
That
curb.
feels like a setup, dude. It feels like there's like literally a giant net's gonna come up from the floor.
Like the girl's so hot, you're like, that's not a fucking prostitute. No fucking way.
Did I just stumble into a movie set?
Yo, Jim, I just did a lottery. I gotta go. There's a fucking dime piece in this shitty neighborhood.
Yo, so we're fucking me and Dorian and Neil. We're waiting, trying to stop cars.
What a fucking A team you guys have, by the way. You, Dorian, and Neil. It's like Aquaman, Robin, and fucking one of the Green Lanterns.
Am I one of the Green Lanterns?
I feel like Neil might be. Fuck! I do think Dorian's probably Robin, though.
Oh, I get to be Aquaman?
Yeah, you get to be Aquaman.
All right, so you were going with the old Aquaman.
Neil's Aquaman. You're the Green Lantern.
I'm Jason Momoa, though. I'm Ryan Reynolds. Whatever, it's irrelevant. So we're waiting with a cone at the corner stopping people, right? This car fucking blasts by us, fucking goes down to the accident. We hear him trying to scrape his car through the fucking hole. Right as the cops show up and turn their lights on, they're like, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, they caught both of them, dude. It was fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Wait, okay. I love.
She's probably trying to get home and buy
Oh my
GameStop stock or
God.
something.
Probably.
Rich people, dude.
In heels? What a fucking commitment. She's definitely was. I mean, she gave off a prostitute vibe. Literally in heels on the street, on the corner. That's not a. Who are you impressing?
Dude, people who
In the
didn't pick her
streetlight?
up for pick her up for hitchhiking, she's like, who do you think you are? I just crashed a Lexus and I don't even care. I'm not some bum.
She's the girl who gets so drunk she gets canceled on camera. She's like, yeah, I didn't give a fuck. I crashed all those fucking cars. And you're like, oh no, you just admitted to everything. Girls are so quick, I feel like, to throw themselves under the bus when they're drunk.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, fuck you. I fucked Marcus. And you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Why would you rat on yourself?
Also, Marcus has herpes. You just told us you have herpes.
Girls are so, they're like, I'll tell you. I'll fucking tell you. And you're like, you admitted some questionable shit.
Oh, wait, hang on. I have one more thing before we get out of here today, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of questionable shit, I forgot to tell you about the roast battle I did for Comedy Fight Club.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
It was a fucking weird, fun time.
Okay.
It was me versus Rob Cruz.
Love Robbie Cruz.
And it was Jeff Roser versus Rachel Figletto. And then they had some like local, like,
Sounds like some good
North
matchups.
Jersey and New York shit. You would think so. So me and Rob go, we feel like we got a good set. The tape's out there. People can judge for themselves. Comedy Fight Club. Check out their YouTube. But shout out Comedy
Are you on the
Fight
YouTube
Club.
now?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
I
on the
didn't see
YouTube.
it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
I didn't do as well as it felt like I was doing on stage. I've gotten messages from people who are like Roser, who's just like, you really didn't get what you deserve, blah, blah, blah. But the real thing that hurt my heart was that Sidney Gant was real upset about driving 90 minutes to this roast. And I could show you pictures of his face the entire time.
Yeah,
he
I
is
saw.
miserable. And he shit on us pretty hard. We were the first battle of the night. He shit on us pretty hard. He's like, step it up, guys. And
I
then,
feel like it's like when Simon Cowell goes like, you sound like a fucking dying cat. And then they go through like 4 days of auditions, and they're like, that guy wasn't that
they're
bad.
like,
I didn't
cats are
realize
actually
how
so
bad those guys
majestic
were."
in
Yeah.
retrospect.
I actually would kill for a dying cat right now. I would fucking kill for one of you guys to come in like that.
Yeah. So next up is Roser and Rachel. They have a solid set.
That sounds like a
Still
good
don't get
matchup.
the reaction it deserves. They kind of get shit on a little bit too. And we're like, what the fuck's going on? By the way, one of the hosts, one of the judges is a guy who's like the Asian lackey of Kevin Smith from his AMC show Comic Book Guys. And for every...
the Asian guy on there?
Huh?
The
The Asian guy on there.
He
Yeah.
was there as a judge?
Yeah, he was a judge, yeah. So
I guess they are normal people.
hit
I always thought they were celebrities.
Asians?
No, the comic book men.
Yeah. Well, this comic book boy, fucking this boy wonder.
Hey, Asians have amazing skin. That's how you know I'm not Asian.
No, here's the thing is,
My skin is atrocious. I look 39. Asians look fucking 12 until they're 39. Like, sorry, continue.
no. Well, he didn't like. He looked like an Asian Shane Gillis, to be honest. Like I'll fucking.
That's what SNL needed. That's what they needed. They were like, this kid's Asian, right? And they were like, nah, he's just fucking, that's how he laughs.
But he's not that funny.
But he's not that funny.
Yeah, well,
Damn.
so his like diss on everyone was like wherever you were from. Like for like me and Robbie, was like you guys are worse than the Sixers, the Eagles, and the Flyers combined. And we're like, well, like two of those teams are pretty
What are
good
you
right now.
roasting us?
Two of those teams are
comic
pretty
book
good right now.
man?
And then for like a New York person, it's like you're worse than the Giants and the Jets and the Mets combined or some shit. Dude, he was
I
fucking
would have been
trash.
like, they're from New Jersey, you stupid fuck. Don't ever come here and talk about sports when you're a comic book man.
Dude, so I'm getting mad thinking about it. I'm like literally like becoming autistic thinking about this, which is relevant because after Rachel and Jeff's battle, the next battle is frankly a literally mentally handicapped, a literally retarded guy versus a guy who did not realize that he was gonna, like, he knew he was gonna be facing a retarded guy, but like it's different pulling the trigger. You know what I mean? Like he ran
Was
the simulation.
retarded guy good?
Huh?
Was the retarded guy
No,
good? Oh,
like his lines were like you look like a discount Will Ferrell, like
oh, it's like a Declan at Tap Room. You remember Declan at Tap
yeah,
Room?
when he was like 13. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Like his like thighs had gone through puberty, but the rest of him hadn't. He was just like a long little taffy.
He's like, how about
boy.
math, right? And we're like, yes, dude, yes. I fucking love your confidence.
I feel like he didn't catch this, and I probably shouldn't bring attention to it, but I just called him a little taffy puller, and
I like that.
I meant that he was stretched out, but like I feel like I can't call little kids taffy
You're
pullers.
not allowed to call them that. You're not allowed to call them that.
Or think it.
You called him a banana laffy taffy? What's he pulling?
Yeah, well, the retarded guy is like you look like a knockoff Will Ferrell or whatever he said, and then the other guy's like he's retarded. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Jokes. Like, he was just like,
Literally
retarded.
back and forth every time, and like literally got to a point where the developmentally disabled individual, for my interweb friends, when he would literally be like, I wish I prepared more jokes. I didn't prepare very good jokes. I should have written more for this. And then like it would go back to the other guy, and he's like, yo, like seriously, please don't vote for me. I feel so bad about doing this. Like but like he would sometimes try jokes. It was like basically if you were roasting a retarded guy, but your girlfriend and Bill Burr were in the audience, and you were just like, well, I can't be not funny, but also I need sex.
Wow.
Daddy needs
You
sex.
just put me in a real pickle there in that scenario. In front of Aaron and Bill Burr.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm picking Bill. I think I'm going for comedy. I think at that point I go, you can forgive me. I can't impress Bill Burr all over again. Like
In the car
I
ride
gotta
home,
fucking
you're like,
try.
well, that was a test, and you failed. So
I feel like Bill would be good set, and he'd be like that, like behind closed doors, like he'd be the guy who'd be like, I really enjoyed that one comic, but like that comic would never know that Bill enjoyed it because I feel like he'd be so dry about it. Like he'd be like, oh yeah, pretty good, and you're like, oh my god, he fucking hated it. And then he probably would go home, and he's like, this one guy, pretty good, and you're like, I don't know if that's good or not, man. And then Aaron's like, I fucking hate you for the shit you said, and I was like, yeah, but Bill said I was pretty good.
well, that's the thing is that like when people have a catchphrase like that, sometimes it doesn't like translate. Where you're like, yo, he said it was pretty good, and she's like, I'm so sorry.
yeah, right. You're like, is that a good compliment? You're like, pretty. I mean, for Bill, yeah.
He
He's
said
not
I
very
was his
nice.
favorite.
He said, not bad. Pretty good, right? Fucking, dude, I would easily. I think she knows that though. I think that's
Yeah.
the kind of girl
Well,
you got to get.
yeah.
She knows I would pick Bill Burr over her in a situation like that. I'm like, whatever you don't want me to say, I'm
Her
saying it right
and
now.
a retarded person.
You
would pick Bill Burr over her.
I
and
would
a
say any
retarded
word
person.
in the world in front of any family member that you picked from her side of the family, and I still would fucking say it if Bill Burr was there. Like, you could be like, hey, you know that one aunt on her side that fucking hates you? I'd be like, bring her. I'll talk about penises right to her face. I don't give a fuck, dog.
You'd say the P word in front of Bill Burr?
I would say penis in front of Bill, but I'm kind of edgy like that. I'm kind of edgy like that. Don't be a hater, dude. Here's the thing. We're back in studio, and we're ready to take over this whole fucking... Dude,
I think
you and me are sleeping in the drop tent together. We're sleeping together in the drop tent. Jesse's there watching.
watch your backs,
Recording,
kids.
actually.
Watch your backs, because my boy here's built like a mountain. We're gonna break your backs.
I'm a meat mountain, and I'll tell you right now, I'm ready to roast some marshmallows.
I'm broke, but I'm back. You're a mountain. You call us Brokeback Mountain, baby.
I was gonna say I'm actually broke, and I'm back.
But then you're just Brokeback Mountain.
I'm Heath Ledger. I'm
now
joking. I'm
with the bloat, like
Jake Gyllenhaal.
corpses bloat, right?
I think so. Pretty fucking good shit right here, dude. But dude, I'm glad to be back in studio. A little fucking Sweet Heat podcast.
Yeah, dude.
Back,
shout out
hopefully, a
the
little more
fucking
weekly.
Cult of Us boys for having us back to fucking drink
biggest signage in this whole fucking place is 2 Nerds with Words posters, but I'm glad they changed their fucking podcast name.
I was trying to think of it like a thing. What do cults do? I guess they murder people. Thanks for having us back to murder
real
people.
quick before we get off of this, can we just say what's up with the 2 babies in the picture in this room right now? Why are there 2 babies right there? Does anybody see that before? These are brand new babies.
Where are the babies?
Okay, you and I are bringing in our baby pictures next time, and we're fucking hanging it in this bitch.
I was a baby model, dude. So
you were a baby model?
Yeah, dude. Get ready to get hard. Out.
Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, this little nigga bugging me. Just leave the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even pass me that, I don't want none of it. These niggas mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that popping and shaking.
This has been a Droptent Media production.